All right, so today I'm going to teach you how to use the VLookup function in Excel. A lot of people get intimidated by this, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So typically when you're using VLookup, it's because you have a table and you're trying to extract data from the table from a specific column. The way VLookup works is it starts with the first column in a table in the formula that you're choosing. And if your criteria matches an item in that first column, you can then choose a response from any of the other columns in the table, no matter like how far to the right it goes. So let's say, for example, we wanted to know what Drew Danock's pay was for 2022. First, we can just type out his name here. Maybe we're trying to put together a new spreadsheet in the next tab, and we have a bunch of different tables. Maybe this is just one of them. And we have Drew Danock as one of the employees, and we have all these different columns. But for one of them, we just want to know what's his 2022 pay. So we start with equals VLookup. The lookup value, that is going to be based on the first column in the table array. So if we choose a lookup value of Drew Danock, that's going to align with the first column here. If your first column was like some type of employee ID, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you try to do VLookup and take this whole table, it's not going to work. It's not going to pull anything because it's going to be looking at this column here first, which is the employee number. So we'll do VLookup. We will start our lookup value with Drew because that's the identifier we're trying to pull information on. Table array. It doesn't matter that we have these numbers to the left. We can just choose the table that we care about, which begins up here, ends here, comma, column index number. So of that table that we just highlighted, which column do we want to be pulling information from? So since we started here and we want 2022 pay, this is considered a column. So employee name is column 1, date of hire is 2, 2023 pay is 3, and 2022 pay is 4. So we'll just type 4. So we just want the fourth column. Range lookup. I always do false because you want an exact match when you're doing something like this. And what did you know? It pulls up 45,000. Now we can do the same here. We can just copy and paste so their names down. We can drag it. One thing you will notice though, I just autofilled there. You'll get to a point where maybe it'll start saying like #ref, like it's not able to pull the amounts for whatever reason. When you start autofilling, you'll see this is starting the table at B7 to E12. Well, each time you go down, the table range is also changing. So now this table is only pulling from here. So if you're going to autofill with VLookup, best practice is just use an absolute ref on the table array. So every time you autofill, boom, it's not going to change where the table is because you will run into issues with that with a big enough data set.